What's up, banana bunch? Bunch? Bunch?
Welcome to the Jungle Gyms podcast. What's up, Banana Bunch? You know what time it is? It's time for another episode of the Jungle Gyms podcast. I'm your host, Mark. And you know what? If you're a new guest listening to the show for the first time, I'm going to provide a little context for what's going on here. But before I dive into that, please give me a review online. If you're listening to the show in the audio-only version, thank you so much. I'd love it if you headed over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, whichever your preferred platform is, and leave us a sweet review, because that's how the show can continue to grow. However, of course, I really want you all to watch the YouTube version of the show. So if you head on over to the Jungle Gyms International Market YouTube page, you can actually watch the show there and see things like right now I'm hanging out in what I consider to be an often overlooked section of the store, the closeout section. This is where we have a lot of our deals. This is what inspired the Deal Squeal segment we've had on before. There's all kinds of stuff. Like right now I'm standing here in front of a bunch of discount ice cube trays. There's a cast iron griddle for $20 that you may remember we talked about a few months ago. All kinds of fun stuff, and it's really cool. And you know what? While I'm here, maybe this is a good time for me to tell all of you listening out there, if you want to have a fun, awesome time like I do at work all the time, I highly recommend you head over to junglegyms.com/careers, and you can pick your options based on which one of our two stores is your favorite, and join the team. We've got positions open all over. It's really, really cool. I've obviously had a great time here, and I hope you'll join me at work. I'd like to make more friends on the clock. So, let me give you a little context. This is the, we're in closeout, so this is the closeout of my pre-FizzzFest coverage. You'll only see FizzzFest one more time this year when we do our recap piece after the festival, but it's this week. Finally, I know some of you are like, oh my gosh, 4 weeks of sampling. How could he do that? Well, the answer is incredibly easily. It was all delicious. But FizzzFest is a non-alcoholic beverage sampling event that we're putting on this weekend here at the Fairfield store in Ohio, where you can try out all kinds of products. We've got something like 52 different vendors. I'm getting dunked in a tank of Fiji water. There's going to be all kinds of fun stuff going on. It's going to be great. It's free. It's all ages. It's 12 to 5 p.m. And if the weather holds out, we're going to let you ride the monorail if you subscribe to the podcast. How cool is that? Right. Look, I'm just trying to let you know, I've been living many a Cincinnatian's dreams being here and getting to do stuff like that. But now I want to help you live, I guess, your dreams. I don't know. They're my dreams too. Our dreams. So this week on the show, I've got a bunch of fun stuff. So in no particular order, we've got Nick and I doing our final round of sampling thanks to brands like Lemon Perfect, which is one of my favorite things I've gotten to try on the show so far, as well as Hop Wtr. We're sitting down with one of our show event sponsors, G&J Pepsi. Pepsi, maybe you've heard of them. They'll be sponsoring the entertainment, amongst other things at the show. So we get to sit down with them and talk about their roadmap and what's coming out down the proverbial pipeline, the Pepsi pipeline. I'm branding it now. And then I wanted you to get a little sample of the entertainment I brought along for FizzzFest. So we get an acoustic performance from the Electric Indigo, great local rock band, who very much surprised me by bringing a full drum kit, even though I very politely demanded they don't do it. This is probably the last time I bring a full drum kit in there. But no, all kidding aside, they're really wonderful. You're going to love seeing them live, especially full band, full volume. It's awesome. So, before I go too far, let's just dive right in. And I thought I'd switch it up a little bit this week, so let's meet the team from G&J Pepsi first. Well, I'm going to start this off by raising a toast to everybody here, G&J Pepsi. Because we're out here trying the new Baja Blast Mountain Dew Energy, which I said backwards. Mountain Dew Energy Baja Blast. There we go. Yeah. It's awesome. I even cut the whole can top off mine. So let's drink to that, boys.
It's with a blast of natural and artificial tropical lime flavors.
Well, I bet people could probably taste this at FizzzFest coming up on August 6th here at Jungle Gyms, right?
Of course.
Yeah, thanks to lovely sponsors like you guys. Welcome back to the studio, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us
here.
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about, All right. Everybody, I love when people say that. I'm like,
sound really enthusiastic about it. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm here. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly. It was like you and all of my, no, I won't even go there. Seriously, welcome back. Thank you so much for sponsoring FizzzFest. We really appreciate that. I know I've been really looking forward to it. I feel pretty confident saying, Nick, you've been looking forward to it as well.
So.
I wore a special shirt and a Mountain Dew hat today for this. Buck up, buddy. Let's have fun.
Let's get it.
Yeah, I think the guys, maybe we just need to chug these energy drinks first.
I'll tell you what, every time I've had one of these, it really gets me going.
It is some good stuff, and it does give you a little charge, don't
It does.
That it's pretty
I'm
low in
praying
sugar.
we get the Robbie effect again. That's what I want to see.
Ah, yes. Something
It has not
seen.
yet kicked in.
No. We should have just crushed them first, then started this. Well, tell me a little bit about how you guys got involved with FizzzFest.
Well, I think Nick had a really great idea to bring this all together, so he came to us as wanted us to be one of the lead sponsors, and we're going to end up sponsoring the entertainment portion of the FizzzFest. So we were really excited to do it. Obviously, any chance to get our products out in front of the customers and have a chance to do a sampling on a large scale is something that appeals to us. So we were definitely all in from the get-go, and it just seemed to be getting bigger and bigger as the weeks lead up to the event. So we're pretty excited, and it should be a great time.
Yeah, it is trending out of control right now. Like
Yeah,
it
it is.
really, yes. Bring a lot of, and this goes for everybody sponsoring it. Bring more stuff than you think you need, probably.
Yeah,
You need more samples.
That is my only concern about this event now is that I think it's going to be very successful.
Well, yeah, and the good thing is it's going to be pour samples, not can samples. So
That's
therefore,
true, too.
They'll be able to last a little bit longer than handing out cans.
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of lasting a little bit longer, Nick, at the festival itself, are there some products that you all are really... I know, obviously, we've got the Baja Blast Energy today. We've got some of the Zero Sugar Code Red and a new flavor from Bubbly. Are these the kind of things people can expect at the show?
Yeah, I think one of the big items we're going to bring to the show from the Pepsi portfolio and the Dr. Pepper is the Zero lineup. The Zeros have become such a big portion of our, innovation throughout the last couple of years that there's, probably 6, 7, 8 flavors that come in Zero between Pepsi and Dr. Pepper that maybe people haven't had a chance to try or tentative to try. So, being free samples out there, it's going to be hot. Everybody's going to be thirsty. It's the perfect time to try a beverage you maybe had a tentative to try because Code Red guys, Mountain Dew guys, they like the sugar. That's their drink. Maybe they're a little scared to think it's a diet product. It's not a diet product. It's a zero sugar product.
Sure.
So the taste is much sharper and much better. So just get those people to really try it and hopefully migrate them over to some zero sugar offerings.
I appreciate that too. I mean, you mentioned Dr. Pepper. So, for example, the LTO
Limited time offer.
on the dark berry this summer.
yeah.
Huge fan of that already, and the fact that you all put it in a zero sugar format, I was so excited about that. It's like one of those drinks that I've been waiting to
As
come
Mark
back.
would say, it's bussin'.
It is bussin'. Shout out to Noah, our 10-year-old influencer here. Paul, this is something I was going to ask. I know you've been in the business a long time, so we're talking about things like innovation with zero sugar. How has the soda landscape changed in the time you've been involved in the business?
Well, dinosaurs are no longer roaming
Well,
the
yeah,
earth.
we no longer ride dinosaurs to deliver. Right?
Yeah, right. No fossil fuels in my Baja.
Some great points. I mean, you brought up a great observation just a minute ago with the dark berry and also launching with the zero version, right? You'll see more of that, and you see that with the Mountain Dew innovation that we've had lately, right? With the Mountain Dew launches, we always try to include a zero product in there. As Rob mentioned, the trend, the growth, that is a big part of our growth and the growth in the category overall. So, and Pepsi has a long history of great innovation, and we're going to continue to do that with partnering with the zero products, the zero versions of the flavors also.
I love that. I think one of the coolest things to me about the Pepsi lineup in general is that compared to some of the other large brands in the game, you all seem really interested in taking wild swings. Like you guys take wild swings in the way I assume like in a small independent, 50 employees type business would try, but it's always something interesting. It's like, yeah, we got a new Major Melon. Yeah, we'll put that in zero sugar. We'll put that out there.
So let's have Mountain Dew, but let's burn your mouth with it. Flaming hot. Why not? Screw it.
What a great idea.
Yeah, I mean, going back to PepsiCo in the years that I've been around, I mean, I saw the introduction of, we started delivering water, bottled water, which was nothing, right? And as a commission driver at the time, talking 4 decades ago, that everybody's like, well, how are we going to sell this, right? And then you saw coffee ready to drink with Starbucks,
Sure,
things like that. So, yeah, to your point, the innovation from Pepsi has just been fantastic, and it keeps things exciting, right?
Sure.
It feels like I've been here 5 years, not 40.
I love to hear that, though. Yeah, well, and
It does help to have a powerhouse trademark like Mountain Dew to put on a new innovation item,
Sure.
or Pepsi to put on an innovation item.
Right.
So customers know it's coming from a reliable source that they've known for many, many years. So, I mean, it is a little easier when you have that kind of backing.
Right.
But we're not afraid to take a chance, to Nick's point, with the flaming hot Mountain
No.
Dew. So we will try it.
that was a lot of of fun. That was it. Look, and that was one of those things that I don't know what the big idea ultimately was, but that was a lot of fun. It was something I wasn't expecting. I enjoyed it way more than I anticipated when I got it. You know, I mean, my first thought was like, oh, this is for someone, but I don't know if I'm the target audience, but I had a lot of fun drinking it. It was one of those things that it's like, I saw so much excitement around that, you know, and that's, I think, just such a cool thing.
Oh, there isn't. I mean, Mountain Dew has such a loyal following, right, or loyal consumer.
Yeah.
There's one statistic out there. A lot of research has been done, obviously. There's research that supports people who are loyal Mountain Dew drinkers. If they go to a restaurant that doesn't serve Mountain Dew, they'll order a water instead.
Wow.
I mean, that's just that Mountain Dew drinker. So again, going back to the innovation, if we put a new product out there, Mountain Dew drinkers are going to try that innovation, right? So
that's cool. Yep. What do you think? Are there any upcoming trends you think you might foresee, or do you think it'll just be really focused on like the zero sugar adaptation, as it were, or adoption?
I think zero is going to lead the way in that in growing trends, but also we see the energy category growing
massively.
Yeah, so you'll see some continued innovation from Pepsi as you see the expansion of the Mountain Dew energy line, right?
Yeah,
flavors in that. So I think you'll be surprised at some of the good flavors that are on the board coming up soon in the Mountain Dew energy line.
Not to mention, we're taking a stab in the alcoholic department.
Correct.
Yes. I think I still have a few cans up there from my last trip to Nashville.
Yeah, Hard Mountain Dew is coming out. It's in parts of the country already. It seems to be doing very well. I think there's 4 flavors: Baja Blast, Original, Watermelon, and Cherry. I think.
Black cherry.
Yeah.
It's black cherry. So
Black
it's
cherry,
slightly different.
yeah.
It's okay.
Sorry.
You're not in the alcohol department. I won't
Yeah, I don't have any of the fun beverages.
Wait a minute, hold on.
No,
I can only get you caffeinated. I can't get you other stuff.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Up, not down.
Yeah.
I thought it was really cool. I thought, again, it's just another fun way that you were innovating. Well, while we're doing this, let's crack into the Code Red Zero.
Yeah.
Fresh to can here. All right, pass me some cups, boys.
Well, they have here.
I think this one's way overdue. Code Red's been such a great brand forever.
And I was going to ask you while we're doing this, too. You got a second can? Okay. Nick's drinking his own.
I'm bougie.
Yes. Pinky's out, boys. I was going to ask, you mentioned on the Mountain Dew energy side, what's the likelihood we get a little Code Red energy? Is that a thing? Can I ask?
I think, like I said, you'll be surprised at some of the good flavors that are coming.
I love a good surprise, Paul.
Keep your eyes open the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Sounds good.
Oh, snap. That's soon.
I'm treating this like I'm a sommelier now. I'm going to swirl the
gotta
glass a
I
little bit.
swirled mine too. I don't know what that's all about.
It is a weird thing now that once I learned that from the wine people, I was like, oh, it is kind of good at. That's why literally why I bought this stupid can. Like, yeah, I could just open the can, or I get the full aroma of Baja. That's legit. You're laughing, but you know I'm also serious. That's the embarrassing part. So cheers, boys.
It's embarrassing to know you sometimes.
Oh man, that is good.
Already drank
stuff.
mine.
That's okay. That's how good it is.
It is good.
Yeah, it's great. And it doesn't get, look, I mean, one of the things I think you all do really well with this is that you don't get that like diet flavor, whatever
Right.
that is.
You're
Like
right about that. You
whatever
don't get that
modern
aftertaste.
sweeteners you're using, I think are really great.
What I think we should do, I think we should all take a big swig and go get some tortillas, smack each other with the tortillas. See who lasts the longest.
I'm in. I'm way into that.
I've been waiting for that moment my whole life with you. It's been 3 years and counting, my friend.
1 extra large pack of tortillas to the booth.
Yeah, I'll start paging everybody. That'd be amazing. Is that something I can do here? Oh my gosh. That'd be amazing. Oh, you want to, yeah.
Double down, baby.
Oh, you're going in for round 2?
Oh, just as a sipper. Just
Yeah, why not? A little sipper? Oh, so what was that? You know,
This is the chug can. This is a sip can.
there you go. Yeah, you got to keep it classy.
And I might drink the rest of this one. I love the Code Red
The
Zero.
Code Red Zero is awesome. Along these lines, talk to me about the bubbly. What's going on here in the seltzer game?
I mean, it's just something that keeps growing for us. I mean, we came out with bubbly about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
We had a lot of different lines of flavored waters over the years, and this is the one that's really grabbed hold and just become a mainstay for us. And I mean, it's doing really well. We come up with a couple new LTOs every year. This year,
Limited time offers.
limited time offers.
I think every time somebody says LT on the show, I should just put a little subtitle on.
That's just our acronyms in the biz.
I love it. Yeah, in the biz. And but you know what's funny?
CSD or two?
There's a
Carbonated soft drink.
there's like a burger short order cook somewhere is like lettuce, tomato, onion. What are they talking about?
Exactly.
Well, so what is this a special new flavor? Ooh, Bellini Bliss. I like the name already. It sounds summery. Peach, pineapple, mango.
Yes.
You know what's cute about it? The sun rays are the eyes of the smile.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't even notice that. Look at that.
Well, you mentioned the smile, and there's nothing more impactful than a nice big display of bubbly with all the smiles out.
Oh, that's great.
Hint, right, Nick? Time
Better
for
lower that
display.
price.
Ooh, yeah, we get a little live negotiation, folks.
We're already
Welcome back to store negotiation.
Yeah, we're already.
Smells delicious.
I think I poured Baja. I didn't even pour it.
Did you pour it from the sip or the chug can now?
That was the sip can.
Okay, good. This does smell good.
It smells delicious.
Very aromatic.
Yeah, it's like, one of those things I always think is funny.
It's got a nice fizz.
Light and fluffy.
One of those things I always think is really funny is people like,
Actually, that's pretty good.
you see those little jokes online where they're like, oh, it tastes like somebody whispered the flavor in the other room. But one of the things I really like about bubbly is that it's got way more potent flavor. I feel like that's hopefully a trend we'll see in the seltzer end.
It really does.
You really get the notes of peach and pineapple.
Yeah, you really do. And then the mango just kind of kisses you on the back end.
Yep. And you talk about
Something Nick is very familiar with.
Nick
Back end
enjoys that.
kisses.
Yeah.
Jungle
Oh, yeah.
Gyms After Dark.
And you mentioned some of the trends that are growing. I mean, mango obviously is a big
Mango?
trending flavor,
Yeah.
right? And it's been for a couple of years now. And it
Well,
still
we have the
keeps
Baja
growing.
Blast mango right now, which is like one of my favorite additions to the lineup.
Yeah,
Peach
mango, Pepsi.
Pepsi mango. Pepsi mango.
Pepsi
yeah.
Pepsi mango. That was
I
really
said
good too.
peach mango.
Mango's a hot fruit right now.
Yeah. It's trending right now. Look at Twitter, right? That's good. Ooh, this is really delicious and refreshing. And you hit that same kind of zero sugar market,
This Code Red Zero, man, hits the spot.
I'm about to mix them. That's what I've been doing in every segment now is trying a little bit of both. Let's see what happens.
You're gonna do all three? Yeah. You're gonna go nuts?
Oh, by the way, Code Red in the bubbling? Awesome.
Get off.
Ooh, I'm going Baja bubbly next.
We're like little kids.
Well, one of the things I'm trying to impress on people is that we are doing some mocktails at FizzzFest. So this is the kind of thing that we might actually, who knows?
Code Red and bubbly. There you go.
Yeah,
Actually,
you can.
it's not bad at all.
I'm going bubbly
It's
and
not.
Baja. Would you do Code Red and bubbly?
I did, yeah.
Or did you do all three?
So explain something to me more. What is a mocktail?
A mocktail is
A mocktail.
a non-alcoholic cocktail, for lack of a better term.
So they'll take like this can of bubbly, for example, put in a glass, and they'll put like peaches and pineapples and mangoes in it, make it all fancy. They might add some like juices to it.
How about a number
Right.
one?
If that's what you want, my guy, I'll give it for you.
We'll make it happen. Just
Because you
give me a
know
call.
what? That umbrella would be bussin'.
Ooh, no cap, for real, for real. Not gonna lie, loved it. That's awesome. We talked earlier about the sponsorship as far as you guys bringing the entertainment. So shout out to my guys in Electric Indigo who are playing there. But yeah, talk to me a little bit more about your involvement with FizzzFest. What are you excited about?
Just as Rob mentioned, Nick approached him with it, and Rob and Nick have both done a lot of work to make sure, and it's grown right through the planning phases.
Yeah.
But I just want to mention, not to be corny, but the partnership between Jungle Gyms and Pepsi, G&J Pepsi, has been pretty remarkable over the past 3 years with what Nick has allowed us to create and do within the store. And this is just a continuation of that. So,
I love that so much. Yeah, that's so
You guys
nice.
got some Kleenexes? My eyes are getting a little teary.
well, I mean, honestly, we've done
Too much
things
Baja.
that we've done things
Too much
that
Code Red.
the bottler has only done with you, right? I mean, and hasn't taken outside of
Like
your
the
store.
Baja wall.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
Baja wall is sweet.
Those
It
types
really
of
is.
creative ideas, right?
Well, so I think it's really cool what you all have been doing. I think it's a lot of fun. And thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you both for being a part of the event. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all there.
Yeah, and same thing, Mark, with what you do here with the podcast, right?
Thank you.
I mean, our CEO came in here and paid you a visit. Also,
He was awesome.
our vice president of sales, and I think that they're both eager to see where this partnership goes. So
Well, let's keep partnering. I love it. You guys have been great.
you do have a history of endorsing.
That is true. Yeah. Contractually still obligated, I think. Awesome. All right, everybody, we're going to see you at FizzzFest. Come try all this delicious stuff with me. Oh, Pepsi boys, thank you so much. G&J Pepsi, you've been a delight to work with. I'm glad we finally got you in the studio to chat a little bit about the future. Right now, I'm hanging out here on Main Street in Jungle Gyms in Fairfield, which is, I just found out that was the nickname for this area by the registers. Pretty fun. There's always a little excitement. I see everybody's looking at me off camera. They're too afraid to walk by. Come on, walk by, everyone. It's part of the show. It's okay. I want this place to look lived in. So coming up next, and I forgot to mention this in my lead up, I'm going to bring this up here, but I got a chance to sit with a very popular, thank you, come on, I'm ready. But thank you for following us on TikTok. That's a good toss. So as the gentleman over there just mentioned, you should follow us on TikTok. But getting back to the show. So coming up next, I'm bringing in a guest, a gentleman by the name of Chase Crawford. Chase is running 4x3 Productions. They are a local independent film company who've won Academy Awards, and they've got a new movie launching today. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of grill Chase on some behind the scenes stuff that you might not get to see often. You know, a lot of you reach out to me and ask me about like what it was like working in commercials and doing some TV and film stuff. I thought it'd be way more interesting, instead of having me yammer about it, to have someone else yammer about it. So I want you to meet my friend Chase. Welcome to the studio, everybody. Chase Crawford, what's up, buddy?
Just here in the studio with you.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? We've been needing to do this for so long, but I like that we're both in, full on podcaster mode right now.
I know. Yeah. It's, I had a podcast a long time ago.
Yep.
And I ended up just abandoning it like a crooked captain of a ship.
Just let it sink.
Yeah. I got like 19 episodes in. I was like, dude, finding guests, creating topics and all this stuff is hard.
Oh yeah.
And man, it's cool to be back, and it's especially cool to talk to you.
Dude, likewise.
One of the most successful podcasts in what you're doing.
It's crazy.
In your space, right?
I just checked right beforehand. We're like 98 right now as of today's ranking on the food charts, which is insane to me. And I'm just some guy that is having fun, you know?
Right.
It's like weird to think about.
Making your dreams come true.
Exactly. Well, speaking of, I feel like that's something you do. So I know you've been working now as this is a 4x3.
You're gonna make me blush.
Yeah,
oh
well,
my
I'd like to
gosh.
the whole time. I was like blended into the wall, baby. No, talk to me a little bit about what you're doing with 4x3 Productions.
Man, well, it's kind of hard to, sum it up in a couple of words, but
Sure.
What I think that we're doing is, like you said, making dreams come true. We're partnering with people, creating content. 4x3 is an independent film studio. We produce 4 or 5 of our own films a year, and then partner with a couple other filmmakers on their films releases. And, this year we've started to incorporate like some new things. We shot a reality show for the first time a couple weeks ago. Yeah. And it was just like, we got to travel all over like Route 66 and the $1 Million Highway, and like all of this, genuinely all of these things I never would have seen if I hadn't followed this path. So
Sure.
yeah, I mean, we're doing a lot of comedy specials. We're about to shoot, 13 comedy specials in the next 6 weeks.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Do you want a Mark Borison exclusive?
I would love a Mark Borison. You'll hear it
Are
here,
we
folks.
safe for the Mark Borison exclusive?
Come on out, everybody. Look right into the camera. Chase.
Mark, we're shooting a comedy special at the Comedy Store in LA.
That's like one of my, every time I'm out there, that's like the place I end up moving into. So first off, congratulations. Can I ask who it is?
It's a gentleman named Brandon Bricks. He actually works at the Comedy Store, which
that's
is
so cool.
Yeah, kind of how the connection was kind of, a little more supported behind the scenes.
Sure.
But I mean, dude, going into the mecca of comedy, sorry to every other comedy place that we're going to film at.
They
whoever
know.
watches this.
Right.
But yeah, it's like,
they're all good, but
Yeah.
look, it's hard to deny the amount of talent that's walked through those doors and how many I think one of the last times I was there was when it was the year Chris Rock hosted the Oscars, and we just went on like a random like Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it was. And it was a free show for us. We walk in, it's like, oh, it's some people I recognize, guys like Sam Tripoli and stuff, all comedians I heard on other podcasts. And then Rock comes in to work his material. And I'm like, I'm in a room with like 7 other people, and Chris Rock is just not bombing by any means, but he's definitely like taking some wild swings in front of us. And I'm like, me and my buddy Mike were just like, I can't believe we're watching this right now. It's crazy. It's like one of those places,
Yeah, it really is. I've been there a couple of times. I saw Chappelle in the Belly Room right before COVID happened.
Yeah, I bet that was amazing.
Dude, John Mayer
Yeah.
was there. I don't know. There's a reason there's no phones, and I don't want to just like talk about all of the crazy things, but
But a good time, we'll
Yeah.
say. Well, I think it's so cool that you're out there supporting independent artists as well. I mean, ultimately, like through comedy, through obviously now even reality TV. What was the driving force? Like, what's the why for this?
wow. I mean, I think at first it was a little bit of a means to an ends. Like when I got into it, so it's funny. I was telling Steve on the way here, this time next month is 5 years since I produced my first film.
Oh, cool. Congratulations.
Thanks. And it's just like everything that's happened between now and then, though, has been just as far as like what was the planning and what was the hope. It was all just a means to an end. I wanted to provide for my family. I wanted to do what I loved. And I'm an incredibly hard worker. And the thing that I've been blessed with is not knowing what is realistic ambition for people. Like, I want to create an indie film studio that competes with Bleecker Street and competes with, you know, maybe not A24, right? I'm not going to be...
Maybe A24 in their early days.
Well, exactly. Like, you know...
Everybody starts somewhere.
Well, and I don't want to hype our train too much, but we have an incredible film. I mean, our best film to date is coming out in 2 weeks. Like, we're working hard behind the scenes, ensuring that...
That's the one that's coming out on Apple and everything, too. Okay, so funny enough, so this actually, I think, will likely air the day of release. It's August 3rd, right?
Yes. Perfect.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the movie.
Yeah, so if you go on Apple TV now, you'll be able to stream our film, River Road. It stars an actor from Riverdale named Cody Kearsley. He played Moose in the show, if you're a fan. And it follows him and this wayward soul who kind of meet at this retreat that he's on. He's a rock musician. He just got off tour and he's, you know, trying to get away. Sure. And they get hooked on drugs and it leads to some chaos. Cool. So, I mean, awesome. It's a movie filled with twists. It won 2 Academy Awards in British Columbia, right? So, you know.
That still counts.
Look, I know. I'm trying to...
You're being cool, but I don't want to sound like it's...
Yeah, no, I don't want to sound like I'm making it to be some huge thing, but at the end of the day, it's an independent film, and it's a really good one. And yeah, I mean, someone you know is a part of it. So if you want to appreciate it and love on it and support it, I would, you know, be the most grateful person in the world. And also, if it's not your cup of tea, right? You watch the trailer, you're not into that sort of thing. I feel you, but. Right.
Some people have bad taste. It's okay.
No, but it's a really good action thriller. So if that's your thing, man, check it out.
I'm really excited to check that out. No, that'll be a good way. So yeah, you heard it here, folks. Like, tune in today to that. And then if you want, leave me a comment on the video if you've watched it already, or when you come back, tell me what you thought of it. Tell me what your favorite part was. I'm into that. A little fun, a little engagement.
I have a feeling everyone's favorite part's gonna be the there's a big twist in the film.
Sweet.
Like it kind of hits you like just out of left field sort of deal. So
I love when that happens too. There's something to be said about in media finding surprises still. And it's funny for me because, like, you know, obviously doing the show, I try to keep things interesting and surprising, but it's one of the things I haven't been able to write as much lately in my own film productions and things of that nature. But that I think there's just something to be said about, like, having that surprise or watching an art form grow and having those experiences that are so, I mean, I think people, when someone says the media affects people, they always kind of think about it, they frame it around news. But I'm like, actually, I would wager that more of our personalities in society is really shaped by things like TV, film. You know, I was watching an episode of Better Call Saul the other day where they taught me a trick if you shake up a can of soda, and I've been doing it every time I drop a can now. Worked perfectly. And I'm like, that's like a stupid little thing. But I'm like, that 2-second interaction on a TV show changed how I'm going to perceive every can of beverage I ever drop on the floor the rest of my life.
Oh,
you know?
It's like those little TikTok hacks.
For sure. It really is. Oh gosh, don't even get me. I feel like a crypto bro with TikTok, where I'm just like, bro, you're not on TikTok yet? You got to be on TikTok. Like, that's the spot. Capitalize on the final year of its huge success, you know, until the next thing comes. But
hey, I'm enjoying TikTok while it's here.
Me too.
I've learned how to repack my suitcase so many times.
Like, you have to do it this way. Yeah. If I watch one more video of somebody teaching me how to fold a fitted sheet, I'll probably actually learn how to do it finally. You know,
the terms and conditions lady is my favorite girl.
I don't know her.
What's her name? Erica.
Yeah.
She's always like, oh, my flight got canceled. And then she imitates the person telling him bad news. And she's like, well, actually, I know Erica. And she read the terms and conditions. And it says, and it's like, she'll go on all Delta, American Airlines, and like really pick apart their terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Look.
We kind of need somebody like that.
That's what's interesting to a person like me.
That's cool, though. Yeah. Well, I grew up in a family of lawyers. So I'm kind of with you on that one. I was like, I get it, dude. I wanted to ask some, these are a couple questions. I got a few of these suggested, but I thought I would bring some of these on for the film set end, because obviously that's something you're working around. And I think back, I had one thought, but I don't want to say it because of, when you and I did that PayPal thing together a few years back. Yeah. But my first question was going to be, what's something you like to eat on set?
This is going to sound crazy. I really don't eat a lot on set. I do a lot of coffee. I do like some small snacks. Oh, I go hard on Nature Valley cinnamon granola.
Oh.
The bag of it.
Okay.
Oh, dude, I'll have a bag of that in my backpack, like at all times. Because
So that's the bag is just you just meet a bar that's been crumbled to pieces.
Yes,
but that's pretty much what it is.
Exactly. They give you
that's
a
a great
bunch
idea.
of bar. Well, they don't sell the cinnamon ones. They're only in the variety pack,
course.
right? So then it's like I got 3 honey almond that I need to get rid of.
Right.
That are just gonna decay in the bag of my cat. No, give me the bag of cinnamon, and I just go hard on that. I also been into I don't remember the name of it, but they're like chocolate sea salt almond, the kind mini bars.
Oh, cool. Yeah, those are great too. Oh,
Yeah.
excellent choices. And along those lines, so you mentioned nuts, and this is going to lead my next one. I just did a piece on like allergies and things like that. How big, I wouldn't say of a pain, because obviously you're a sweet person that wants to take care of people, but like, how do you deal with like allergy restrictions on set? Is that still a big issue even in the indie level?
Not really. I mean, everyone has dietary restrictions, and as long as we know far enough in advance, it's really not too much of a hassle.
Cool.
But even on like the super indie level, like I'm talking like super low budget indie films where we don't have catering, where we don't have PAs to even go fetch us something.
Yeah.
Fetch us something, right? Like,
I get it.
yeah.
Well, sometimes you just like, I joke, I'm like, you just need a body to hit the light switch occasionally.
Exactly, right? We just need a warm body to, sure, whatever. We're all warm bodies. But
That's so true.
So we'll just do like a group DoorDash order, and then everyone can go through and make sure that everything is up to par with their specific allergies and stuff. And then it's really up to the guy at the restaurant making the food.
Somebody read the terms and conditions. I think I know who it was.
Yeah.
How have you done anything with food on set as far as like in the shooting end? One of those dumb questions I always have, and it depends, because like when I've done commercials and stuff, it tends to be real food, which I was always surprised by. I thought there'd be way more fake food. So my question is, are you guys using real food on sets? Or are you using fake food? This is like the fake weed versus real weed question.
Yeah. We use a mixture of both. I think just whatever is most cost efficient, honestly.
Yeah, makes sense.
If it needs to be reused or is a key prop, then we'll obviously make sure that, that bowl of cereal is like whatever, the melted down glue on top of a little piece of styrofoam, right? But like, there's all sorts of tricks. Sometimes the easiest thing is just
real shit.
Getting the bowl, pouring the cereal in, putting the milk in, going through the takes.
That's my kind of shit.
Yeah.
I just want to be on all cereal adjacent projects.
Yeah,
now.
I don't need a shoot with like 3 script supervisors. Like, the milk was at this level and tilted this way.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well,
it's fine.
Yeah.
Someone will notice it, but if it's really distracting you that much from the film, I'm like, really, what
We've
are
lost,
you watching? Yeah, you've lost. Something else would lose them too from, you know what I mean? I'm always glad I haven't had to do anything with a cigarette. I feel like a cigarette would be the hardest thing ever, because you're just like, all right, light it back up. Where was it? Was it full? Was it halfway done? Also, do you even smoke? You know what I mean? I don't, so it's just, ugh.
We had a film where the lead character was smoking, and it was a continuity issue, but mostly in post, because like when we were on set, we would just reset it the same way. So start the lines, start the sig at the same place.
Yeah.
But then you start smoking at different paces. You start feeling different rhythms or cadences in your delivery. And then in the edit room, he's hitting a puff that's halfway full, and the next line he gives, he's like taking his thing out, and it's like almost dead. And you're like, okay, well, now we've got a problem on our hands.
Exactly. Like, this is something someone's definitely going to pay too much attention to.
Yeah.
It's too funny.
When it's too obvious, then that's when it sucks. But, sites like Cinema, you watch CinemaSins.
Oh, yeah.
When they go into every micro detail.
It's kind of insane. I like it because I'm just like, you are viewing things an entirely different way than I am, but I'm kind of here for it. It's kind of nice to hear you mention them, because I feel like so many filmmakers get really caught up on how much they hate CinemaSins, and I'm just sort of like, it's just another YouTube platform. Like, everything's got mistakes. I'm a mistake.
Yeah, if my film's on CinemaSins, I'm doing something right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, your goal should be to get on there regardless, and realize that even the top filmmakers are on there. So no one's releasing imperfect work.
Right. And it's like it's like someone else made you content so that you're going to now show up in my algorithm. I didn't think about Kong versus Skull Island or whatever it was, but I saw it on CinemaSins, and I'm like, oh, that's a movie that exists now,
I'm sure they do some sort of sponsorship where I can just pay them to roast our movie.
Oh, that's bad. And if not, honestly, CinemaSins.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Check out our entire catalog of films.
We should make something really
They're
bad.
all riddled with mistakes.
Dude, Chase, thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. This was secretly my ploy just to get you to cast me more often.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But
I
no,
mean-
seriously, thank you for working with me in the past. I really do appreciate it. And I love what you guys are doing. I think it's really cool. It's nice to see somebody out there truly supporting like independent artists. And I know the comedy scene is loving it. So thank you.
I
Truly.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, of course, dude.
It means a lot. I'm going to give you a real life dab because the podcast listeners can't hear it. But
That's right.
I got mad love for Mark. He's a great person.
Oh, thanks,
He's a
dude.
wonderful soul for our community. And anything I can do for you, let me know.
Thanks, dude. I really appreciate
Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, my God.
And hey, check out River Road or I'll come to your house.
that. Ooh. All right, we're both coming over. Chase, what a fun time. And if any of you are listening to the show right now and you hear someone knocking at your door, it's Chase telling you to watch his new movie. He's very serious about it. You saw him leave the studio. Well, conveniently, I'm out here next to my friends at Fiji. And right now I'm on the outside of Fiji, but in just a few days, I'll be inside Fiji. I'm mostly excited about it. Honestly, it's going to be so much fun. I find it very strange that I work for a company who has been very pro shirtless Mark. But you know what? Thank you, Jungle Gyms, and you're welcome, audience. On that, we've got 2 more segments coming up. All right, so this is the final sampling from Nick and I where we're hanging out and trying out Lemon Perfect, which is, honestly, both of these that we tried today, Lemon Perfect and the Hop Wtr, 2 of my favorite new surprises. You'll hear me say something similar to that in a bit, too. So let's go back to Nick and I in the studio. All right, we're ready back with you, back for more FizzzFest action here with Nick. And this is actually the final promo piece.
You know, I'm very sad at both of us that we haven't said let's get fizzy one time in any of these episodes.
Yeah, but, well, okay.
He's like, I hate it. I hate it.
I'm like, hey, you know what? I mean, as like one of the corniest people in the building, I didn't really think I needed to try. But no, thanks, Nick. I've got it.
Thanks, Mark.
Let's get fizzy.
Let's get physical.
I just really wanted to have
Physical.
that awkward, like, pregnant pause where I'm like, all right, cool.
All
Well,
right,
now I know
well-
why you're not in my job.
Now I know why you hate me so much.
All
I've
right.
given you my heart and my soul and my love, and this is how you treat me.
That's right. And all of your Hop Wtr and Lemon Perfect, which
Hop Wtr.
I'm super excited about this one. So we've been working down the last couple weeks promoting FizzzFest, which again, that's now coming up this Saturday, August 6th.
From 12 to 5 p.m. at
you.
the Oscar station here at Fairfield, Ohio.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Jungle
do better.
Gyms, baby. It's all free. Live music by the Electric Indigo. We've got food trucks. We've got ice cream trucks. And then we've got free samples of all kinds of beverages in all kinds of categories like
Like tea, water, soda, coffee, juice,
energy drinks.
sparkling water. I think that's everything. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But you get the idea. It's non-alcoholic beverages. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll be doing some mocktails with some of the beverages out there. As I joked earlier, I've still got last week's Mark's mocktail.
I think this is Ava's last mocktail too. Oh.
Well, you got to drink it now. She's related to you. Chug it.
Okay.
Here, or take it off the table at least. All right, slammed, Nick. Perfect. All right, so this week, though, we've been working through with all of our sponsors. So this week, we've got 2 of our other sponsors. We've got Lemon Perfect, and we've got Hop Wtr. I'm very curious about both of these, actually.
This episode I am very excited about just because it's water, but it's different variations of water.
Yeah.
How cool can you make water?
Right.
All the cool kids drink the cool water. So the first one is Lemon Perfect. Both are sponsors for FizzzFest. This is cold pressed lemon water.
Ooh.
So we have 4 flavors here. This is just lemon. We got peach raspberry. We have
Blueberry
Blueberry
acai.
acai.
There it is.
and dragon fruit mango.
Ooh, okay.
So
All right.
I think first
You gotta
we
go
gotta
classic.
do classic. I'm kind of excited to see how you feel about these because I'll tell you what, these Lemon Perfect waters were a hit in the Hughes household.
Yeah.
A hit. And I recommend them 10 out of 10. And the cool thing is they're made with real lemons, so you get like the little lemon juice squeeze.
Yeah, there's a little, I
Yeah.
can see a little sediment at the bottom in the good way. I
And
like that.
it's awesome. It's like almost what lemonade should taste like.
Okay, and that my first thought, that's what the smell is.
Oh, I love it. It's my favorite.
Oh, yeah, that's like exactly what that is. It tastes like how I want lemonade to taste.
It's
Still, there's no sugar, obviously, but like it still is a little sweet.
Yes.
It's not, I think when I first saw the package, I was like, oh, lemon pressed water. It's going to be very tart.
Yeah.
It's actually,
No.
it's that's incredibly refreshing. I Can we do dragon fruit mango as the other one?
I was thinking the same thing.
I haven't tried that one. Well, I haven't tried any of them, but I'm like, that one sounds the strangest in the lineup.
Both of these brands are up and coming. Neither one are like national yet. Like they're not like, your staples. But I feel like when Lemon Perfect gets there, it's gonna go. When people actually like
it's gonna
try
blow
it
up.
and go, it's gonna blow up. Because I tell you what, man, this has been the best surprise as a buyer that I've gotten to be able to bring to customers.
I would say this is the biggest surprise I've had of everything we've tried so far.
I love it.
And while you're pouring, I'd like to bring this up for everybody out there. You know what? Part of the point of this event, and really the point of Jungle Gyms, in my opinion, is to encourage all of you to try new stuff. That's why I do taste tests on the show. So I do all of this kind of stuff. It's not, don't get me wrong, it is for me. I enjoy doing it. But I'm ultimately hoping that we can encourage you to try new things. So when you come to this event, don't if you're like, oh, lemon in a bottle, no. You're going to be like, oh, lemon in a bottle? Yes. Yeah, just try it all. Guess what? Here's what I try to tell everybody. If it's something you don't like, you only experience it for a fraction of a second and then it's over forever. And then, and I think that's a great example here. So I would really encourage, and guess what? This is something I might not have tried initially, right? I've worked here for almost a year and I've seen these bottles. I've never sipped it. And now I'm like, oh, cool. I'm going to buy some of that.
And the cool thing about this event is if you try it and you love it, guess where it's at?
Where,
it's
Nick?
in the store.
What?
And
we carry
if
this?
It's not at Fairfield. Well, it will be at Fairfield. And if you live closer to Eastgate, it's also going to be in Eastgate.
That's crazy. Now, unfortunately, we can only have an event in one place. So you got to come to Fairfield
this
for that.
This guy can only be in one place at one time.
That's so true. I can only be dunked in Fiji water in one building.
I love it.
Ooh.
It has a nice dragon fruit taste to it.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't get a lot of the mango, which I'm not upset about, but I definitely get
You get at the end, you get a little nice mango lemon
little
mix
sweet,
at the end. But I love how it punches you with that dragon fruit.
Yeah, it's like an intense
dragon. Different than
like an actual dragon.
Yeah, or like an actual dragon fruit.
Right.
Whatever, we'll talk about later.
They look aggressive too.
Yeah,
see, they're bright in color, venomous.
Yeah,
that's good. Honestly, this is one where I'm like, should we just taste the whole line so that I can try them all?
I am with you. I made my rep give me a sample case, and I was like, I want all of them. And I was like, they're so good.
That's really, really, really good.
And they have a new flavor that will be exclusively at JJ's first that you can try before it hits the retail shop.
Oh, thanks to FizzzFest. Do you know which flavor that is? Can you tell?
It is starfruit something.
Something with starfruit in it.
Yeah,
That's
starfruit.
Fine. It's an exclusive new flavor.
I think it's strawberry starfruit. I don't know.
That sounds awesome. But no, it's okay. You don't need to get in trouble. We can just say this. There's definitely something new you can try. That's what's going to be fun about it. There's just a bunch of stuff across a lot of these brands that you'll be new things that, you'll probably see some of your favorites, but you'll try a bunch of new stuff too.
Yeah, we got a ton of limited time offers.
Yeah.
We got a couple of exclusives coming, and we have a lot of before they hit the shelves coming as well.
Oh my gosh, one of my favorite coworkers are walking up with mannequin heads. That's the kind of place we have here at Jungle Gyms.
All right. So next we're gonna go Hop Wtr.
Hop Wtr.
Hop Wtr is water made with hops, kind of like a IPA.
Sure.
Minus the alcohol. Another crazy variation of water. It's sparkling water. There's classic. There's mango. There's blood orange and lime.
Cool.
Let's dive into classic first, so we can try.
Classique.
It's classique.
Man, I'm so excited for this festival. This is like I really want to impress you all that this is such a one-of-a-kind event. Like, it's just one of those silly days. Nick and I were just playing around the office trying to come up with some content for the show. And the next thing you know, we're like, hey, what if we hosted this festival? You like that I'm still pouring heavy after we've been drinking? I've had so much liquid today. I don't want to
bust.
After this, I'll put a restroom in here for me. Oh, that smells good. It's like... It smells like pine, but in the good way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it says it's crisp, citrusy, and piney, and you get all three of those.
Crisp right up front. Then there's this. Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's like they pay someone millions of dollars to pick up to figure out how it should taste like.
And this also is adaptogens and nootropics. So that's a hot new thing, apparently, in all of these lines. I love that. I see on the back now, ashwagandha to de-stress and to unwind. I'm into it. A beverage that also promotes my wellness.
Oh, my God. I just love it.
What will they think of next?
Functional beverages?
Right.
Oh, what a great topic.
That rules. What other flavor would you try in the lineup?
Let's do lime. You want to go lime?
Okay, yeah.
Are you a limey guy?
I am.
He's still pouring heavy.
I'm going to. Oh, baby.
Hit me, baby, one more time. That's what we should have started off with.
Oh, we could just do that now. It's right, And when Lucky's back, we'll sing her other hit, Lucky. Right? This smells awesome.
It does. So I reached out to Hop Wtr because Josie is a big Hop Wtr.
Shout out to Josie.
Shout out, girl. Love you.
Another favorite coworker. You're all my favorite coworkers, except for the ones that are really my favorite coworkers. This is awesome.
I haven't had the lime one yet, but that might be my favorite one.
It tastes kind of like it's almost like it. There's the base is still the same, like the standard base, the like a little crisp piney.
God, I
it's
like
that with like a like kind of a Sprite flavor in it.
Ah, that is so good.
It's really refreshing.
Tart, sunny, hoppy is the description on this one.
That's also how you describe me.
I mean, I guess so.
That's good.
Ah, it's so good.
We had the best gig ever. We're just like, oh, we're just gonna drink a bunch of delicious things today. Oh, that's awesome.
I enjoy that.
Yeah,
I enjoy that a lot.
good deal. Hop Wtr, what a banger! I wasn't expecting. Look, that's the best thing. Again, the things you're least expecting to love are the things you end up loving the most. Am I right?
It's like you. I didn't think I'd love you, but look at this.
And look at it now. We've been holding hands under the table the entire day. Oh my gosh, it is a bromance. Well, Nick, this has been an absolute pleasure getting to spend some time with you doing this. It's been a pleasure getting to work with you on Fizz Festival. I'm just happy that all I've wanted to do since I've been here is be a part of a festival in this regard. And the fact that I got any action like that is really cool of you. So
I'll give you all the action you want.
Oh, appreciate it. Well, we'll keep that for Jungle Gyms after hours.
After dark.
All right, let's hit them one more time. This Saturday, August 6th.
12 to 5 p.m.
Thank you. I've
Oscar
had so much
Station.
carbonation. I'm just like, how can I be polite on
Jungle
camera?
Gyms Fairfield. We will have Mark going down in a dunk tank, sponsored by Fiji Water, filled with Fiji Water. There will be food trucks. There will be ice cream trucks. There will be games. There will be sampling, all kinds of samples. There'll be mocktails. There will be cocktails. There will be other things that my
with
brain
tails.
is not working.
I'm going to get one of those furry tails from the toy department here, and I'm going to wear that.
Everyone stop.
Hold on.
We forgot the most important thing.
Which part is that, Nick?
Free monorail rides.
That's right. And all you have to do is subscribe to the Jungle Gyms podcast on YouTube or on any other platform, and then you get to ride the monorail for free. It's something you've all been wanting to do. It's going to be so cool. I'm glad I get to do another stunt. This just makes a lot of sense. I'm here for it.
It's going to be a great Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, come on out. All the sampling is going to be free. It should be so much fun. You know, I don't know if we mentioned in this episode or the previous one, but, you know, while this is a non-alcoholic beverage festival, the Oscar Station is a bourbon bar. So we will have some cocktails available for purchase if you just didn't want to get down with the non-alcoholic thing. But, you know, I recommend you try. Look, I'm going to just keep saying it. Try everything we put out. We source this specifically to excite all of you to try all this new
It's Nick
stuff.
Hughes approved.
Yep, exactly. He's got a huge, he made me get a stamp. That's just a big check mark with his name on it. It's ridiculous. And the stamp's huge. It's like 4.5 feet across. Nick, pleasure, buddy.
Yeah, man.
I was like, which one are we going to do? I should have just hit you with the octopus. All right, everyone. Well, we are looking forward to seeing all of you this Saturday, August 6th, for free, the Oscar Station here at Jungle Gyms in Fairfield, Ohio. Well, everyone, it's been fun doing all this FizzzFest lead up, and you know what? I thought I'd do a somewhat unorthodox closer, so this is not the end of the episode. We've got one more bit for you, but this is the last you'll hear from me today. I thought I'd go, you know, my dream was always to turn this into a late night style show, and we're doing that now for those of you who are watching it on YouTube. So please, again, watch on YouTube. It'd be great. Email me your suggestions at podcast@junglegyms.com. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, leave those reviews. But coming up here, like I said early in the show, we had kind of an unorthodox idea, and we're like, let's bring in a full band because they'll be playing for you all for free this weekend at FizzzFest here at Jungle Gyms in Fairfield, Ohio. So on that, I'd like to introduce you to the Electric Indigo, and I'm sorry I slurred that. I'd like to introduce you to the Electric Indigo, and in the meantime, I'll see you out there in the Fiji dunk tank. Tank.
Racing down the highway, trying to guess what's right. Got lots of time to think, staring at white lines. It's about 9 p.m., there's darkness all around. On the car, on the road, the weather's too found. Head says one thing, heart says the other. Oh, I just can't win with one or the other. Head says one thing, heart says the other. Oh, I just can't win with one or the other. I know when I get where I'm going, it'll be all hugs and smiles, no more worrying. Oh, but till then I just can't tell if I'm right or wrong. I made my choice, the path behind is gone. Head says one thing, heart says the other. Oh, I just can't win with one or the other. Head says one thing, heart says the other. Oh, I just can't win with one or the other.
The Jungle Gyms podcast is recorded in the WJJI studio inside Jungle Gyms International Market in Fairfield, Ohio. The Jungle Gyms podcast is produced and hosted by Mark Borison.